Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds, it's Senna the Crazy Geek Crafter. I'm here to hop along with Team Tiny, and this time the theme is treats. If you are not familiar with Team Tiny, it is a Facebook group that organizes hops about twice a month. It's a community of young YouTubers. Young is a relative term, of course. What I mean by young is that none of us have over 1,000 subscribers, which means we can't put commercials on our videos. Now, the project itself is great. I love the theme, but I don't really have use for these hop cards. So, like last time, I'm going to send this to one of the viewers of this video. All you have to do is comment down below and tell me what is your favorite but weirdest treat of all. To me, it is canned cocktail sausages. I love those. I eat them from the can. This Sendaway is available planet-wide, and you have 9 days to comment down below on this video, and then I will find the winner. The winner will have 1 week to reply to my comment, which will contain an email. If this person has not answered within 7 days, then I will pick a new winner, and so on and so forth, until I get to send the card somewhere. With all the formalities out of the way, let's jump into the card. Now I picked out some lawn fun stamps with some treats that I like, and I made this cover on my Scan&Cut since it is not available in a size that fits with my cards. Apparently the size I made didn't fit either, but I can rectify that. At least it's too long and not too short. I pop the circles away and find a piece of Nina cardstock. You can see the colors off, but don't worry, I'm going to color the frame. So I'm just going to make a piece that fits behind. And then I'm going to pop a treat in every circle. Now the term treats is interesting to me. Normally I think of candy and chips or crisps, whatever you call them. Maybe cake. But when I got diagnosed with diabetes type 2, apparently also sandwiches is a treat. Especially a toast is a treat, since eating white bread is troublesome when you have diabetes. So I think a treat depends on not only your taste but also what you're allowed to eat, since for instance I am allergic to tomatoes. So to me, if I could eat a tomato, that would be a treat. I did feel like some of the windows needed a bit extra. That's why I put 2 candies in the top middle, and I'm going to stamp an extra cherry here. I just have to make a mask first. Stupid me, I didn't think about the fact that I already had one on my stamp set I could have used. But quite quickly I position that, and I use a piece of acetate so I can position my stamp without dirtying the background. And now I'm ready to color. I just need to clean up first, but let's just paste through that. Yeah, I was trying to figure out which way to turn the panel and if everything fit the way I wanted it, and it did seem to. And magic, here is the colored images. What do you say? You may have noticed that I do a lot of dry fitting when I do these projects. It's just when I don't have a clear-cut plan, I like to try things out, make sure everything is in order. But now it's time to color the front panel. First I need to clean off all this gunk from disposable adhesive. And I need to put some fresh on this piece, so it doesn't run away when I try to ink blend. These little laminated pieces of white paper are genius for this kind of work, in my opinion, that is. I find them very handy. But here are my 3 colors. It's spun sugar, wilted violet, and tumble glass. And the tumble glass is very juicy, so that is a problem. Like you see here, it becomes very dark in the corner. It was not intentional, and I could not blend it out since this cardstock is not the most blendable. It works okay in my opinion, but you have to be very careful. For a bit of sparkle, I'm using this Perfect Pearls powder in water. I rarely use the spray actually. I just keep it in there. Then it's always mixed and always ready to go. And this brush here is new to me. I saw people using fan brushes for splattering, and it seemed like a good idea. But I think maybe I need one that's stiffer or something. I didn't think this one splattered that good. But this is going to give it a little bit of shine, and it'll be very noticeable in person, but not really on camera, unfortunately. I'll be needing a sentiment as well. So I take out this alphabet, and if you're thinking, well, Senna, why didn't you just use a lawn fawn alphabet? We know you have one. Well, the thing is that I love my lawn fawn alphabet, but it doesn't contain, there's a few letters missing that I need. Of course, this is an English sentiment, so I don't really need the extra letters, but also I like this skinny font. And lawn fawn has skinny fonts, but again, then I'll be missing these 3 letters that are necessary to write Danish things, and that's just problematic in the long run to go buy an alphabet set that does not contain 3 letters that I on occasion need, when I can just buy a alphabet set that actually has these 3 letters. But I am writing out the word treats on this ink blended cardstock. It's with tumble glass and wilted violet. And I'm going to make some extra die cuts to make the letters good and sturdy. And of course I need 2 T's. Of course you always need something more than once. I'm just gonna skip through this part where I cut the extra letters, put my letters back, and glue my sentiment. The good thing about dimensional letters is they're easy to line up on the top of a ruler. So this way I get my sentiment straight when I glue it on. I just have to remember to use some more sticky tape than this white one I was trying out. Pick this washi tape. It's not as sticky, but it's not as sticky as the blue tape I have, which might actually damage the die cuts. So now I'm ready to mount it. Just looking to see how much of the letters need glue. There's no need to put on more than necessary, and I should actually adapt this one off because some of it oozed out and it left some marks on the card. It's annoying, but once it's dry you can't really do anything about it. Now I have treats, and I really wanted it to say "for you" in a lawn fawn font. Unfortunately, I didn't have one single set that actually had the phrase "for you," so I found this set that had "for" and "you," and then I had to make my own. And this is the good thing about having 2 sides to a MISTI. Then I can leave these in. If my heat embossing goes wrong, they're still perfectly placed and I can make an extra. But I didn't need one, so that's a good thing. I cut it down using the metal strip on my guide here and the plastic guard to space it out right. but it was still too big a margin around the For You, so I cut it down by hand. And it's easier to do when it's smaller like this compared to when it was on the bigger sheet. I'm sticking this down with tape so that the precision is just like I want it, and then I can put on glue and glue the two parts together and should have perfect precision. I'm once again combining glues with my Collal solvent glue and my quick glue from Pandora, and standing up the card and trying to get at least two sides straight. As you see here on the back, it hangs over a bit, so I'm going to chomp that off. And I mean chomp, because it took quite a bit of pressure to get that right. I keep putting the card back onto the acrylic block since I've discovered that many times the day after I make a card it actually had started to warp. I haven't really found a fix for that one yet, so for now I'm just going to put the acrylic block on top overnight, and then I can do the embellishments like you see here. I'm putting a bit of glossy accents on a few elements that I think would have it in real life, like the melted cheese. And this candy cane was a bit troublesome. If I had put on the glossy accents before I mounted it to the card, of course that would have been easier, but I wasn't sure what kind of embellishment I wanted to go with, so I had to do it the hard way. Now here's the card, and if you want it, if you like it, comment below, tell me your favorite weird treat. Until next time, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening or night.